Hello there fellow NPCs, I am Scythe and today we're going to continue to play Tropicali. And we have just played through the intro and we are now going to do some, well, not the real exploration, but hotel management. I guess the first thing we're going to do is to find some people to work at our hotel together with me, Scythe, which is a really stupid name, and Gloria. Now, without further ado, let's go. Hey, not hungover or anything, are you? Of course I'm not. I've had plenty more years of drinking than you, little boy. Yeah, right. Well, we got a lot of work to do, right? Let's take that money that left us and get this place reopened. Did you forget that we've already sold this place? We don't own the place. The paperwork's already signed and finished. Wait, seriously? I told you that last night. Wait, but you still agreed to try. You have to have a plan. You have a plan, right? In fact, I do. The investor we sold the place to is still here. They apparently intend to stay. I figured if you want the hotel so badly, you can go beg them to give it back. I can do that. Some stuff a businessman out of his league, no problem. A little razzle-dazzle and we'll have the key back in no time. I don't think it'll be that easy. Nonsense, you just watch little Scythe work. I'm sure no matter what happens, it'll look funny on the security cameras. Do your best, Carino. That's the spirit. Carino. That could very well be a car from Scythe. Because that's a thing. Shorten down the name, put Inyo if it's a little boy, Inya if it's a little girl. So, Carino. Tonto. Idiots, I think. Oh, wait. Okay, so we're at the restaurant. Who's... is that me or the new owner? Ah, it's me. Alright, nothing to panic about. Just going to be some gringo suit or whatever. Nobody you need to be intimidated by. You're probably taller than him. Probably. Just tell him you're done redacted, signed everything too early before you got to approve it and you want to back out. No problem, no problem. Yeah, it's gonna be a problem, alright. Oh, that's the fancy suit. Oh, I should not do that. Ah, good. Finally some staff. Huh? This decor isn't terrible, but it doesn't take advantage of all this natural lighting. It can improve. Oh yes, it can improve. And I presume a shoe toy like you is included. Hey, don't start acting like you own the place. Wait. Are you the guy who bought the place? I don't have the finest Jacobs on this island, just so damn pretty boys can call me Guy. My name is Mio Auha, but you may call me Ma'am. And yes, I bought this place. If you're not with the staff, what the hell are you doing in my hotel? Oh, I don't know if I'm staff, but I'm the owner. Well, me and my are the owners now that my dad's dead. Sorta. Look, something came up with a sale and we aren't going to be able to go through with it. If looks could kill, your journey would have ended here. In hindsight, many may have wished it had. Sit. The money from escrow was already deposited. My legal team had everything finalized days ago. This is my resort now, end of story. So, just what do you think you're going to do about it, mister? Scythe Martinez Villa. And yeah, I get it. I'm not making a legal argument or whatever. But I wasn't here when my sold the place, and now we're decided we want to try and run the place. I fail to see how that's my problem, Carbide. I'm under no obligation to change anything no matter what you demand. I suggest you push your in front of a train if you're so upset about it. I'll get you more than trying to threaten me. Venga, threaten you? Look, I get it. It's already done or whatever, fine. So I'm not demanding it back. I'm asking, nicely. And just why would I ever do that? So you can find a higher bidder? Because this is going to be my new life. I'm gonna run this resort and make something of myself. I bounce from continent to continent and I'm sick of it. I want to do something important, something that pays. I want to matter. Thanks for oversharing. I almost believed it. Does it really sound like bullshit? Whatever, I'm serious. I'll do anything to be the boss of this resort and get it up and running. Anything. Still thinking about it. Anything? Yeah. Anything. Where are you from, Carbide? I can't quite guess your accent. You're not American, are you? Dios mío, no, I'm from Spain. Are you, local? A brain dead main character. Brain dead, I tell you. Ara and her name is, what was it, Mio Iho? Aoha. That's like Japanese, right? Oh, right, local. Yeah, they said this was close to Asia. So, okay, so maybe. How tall are you, Carbide? Huh? She's just going to completely ignore my question, isn't she? Like 183 centimeters? Just barely taller than me, damn it. Work out much? Yeah, big time. I was trying to go pro in football back in Europe. What's that got to do with running my dad's resort? I'll consider your options, Carbide. You want to be the big shot, huh? Alright, I'll hear you out. But we'll have this discussion in a more proper circumstance. Tonight. Take it or leave it, and that's my only offer. Wait, you will? Seriously? I mean, yeah, of course, whatever you want. I'm on it. Oh, that's what I like to hear. And wear that suit. Huh? I like how that tie goes with it. Sure. Oh, now this is a proper date, alright. Something tells me that she's not so much into the date part of this night. She wasn't kidding about tonight. It was a well past sunset. The location also wasn't quite what you had expected, although you could hardly complain. Whistle sounds. I can't whistle, okay? Would you look at that? You remember the vista, the moon-bathed ocean, the still warm air filled with the scent of salt from the water and expensive cuts of meat from the restaurant. The waves crash over the sound of clanking glass and silverware. Ah, you didn't run. Good, good. Huh? But that would be the side you'd take to your grave. Well then. I suppose there must be a pair of something or another in those black pants of yours. She was stunning. Even in sun-blessed Catalonia you'd never seen a beauty quite like that. Tonight wasn't what you'd expected, but you were hungry for more. Miss Awaha. I really don't know how to say that. It doesn't flow naturally in my mouth. You'll have to find that out yourself. Are we getting in? Not down and dirty right away, but pretty damn soon. And also Jacobs, really? Really? Just disproportionately big donkers. I can't think that many people exist like that, unless they had surgery. She hardly touched her extravagant meal, preferring to empty her glass and empty it again and again. Yet her eyes never left yours. Her prey lies not to her on her plate, but on the chair ahead of her. She asked a few probing questions early on, letting you describe your past and your present except for a curt demand that you not lie. You didn't. You had a feeling she would know. You explained your love of football, or perhaps the recognition you gained from it. Was it really the sport or the fame? The glory? Whatever it was, you clearly brought pride with you to that pier-side dinner table. She drank it up with every sip of her glass. Was it your natural charisma and confidence? Or was she well aware of how to manipulate such proud men? As long as you were indulged, would you even care? Enough about me. What about you, Miss Awaha? You're clearly done well for yourself if you're buying resorts in your spare time. She looked as if her dog has asked for her resume. Her dog, huh? Unoffended, but smugly humored. I have, but Carbide. No more Miss Awaha. Mio will suffice. That being said, your original supposition was correct. I own a very successful law firm in Tokyo. I started it with my partner just out of university and have been growing it since. However, now I wish to diversify. I've had enough of grey towers and traffic, and why own a timeshare when I can own the entire hotel? And besides, I'd like to change the clientele as well. Japanese men are just so predictable. That I can't believe. Looking for a taste of the exotic? More than a taste, perhaps. Still, big change from the law to the surface industry. Don't think you're biting off more than you can chew? Don't underestimate my bite. But no, I have absolutely no interest in managing the day-to-day operations of the resorts. That's your first mistake, Carbide. Oh? And what's that? Simple. You see this as a job. What? No, I don't. Yes, you do. You absolutely do. You see yourself as a manager. You want to count towels, greet guests, and check the register. That's what owning a business is to you. A job. Whether that's a matter of your age or your stupidity is yet to be seen. Oh, come on. Brushing the mild insult off, maybe she had a point. You had no experience owning anything, really. Work was a job, so owning your work was a job too, right? Apparently not. On the other hand, a matter of your age? She certainly didn't look old, not in the slightest. Sure, 20 isn't old by any means, but you weren't a child anymore. There was something about this woman that you couldn't quite place. Alright, fine. I admit I could learn a thing or two. What am I getting wrong then? 4% a year. Pardon? You want enough invested that a 4% return every year is enough to grow and thrive. Huh? That's exactly my point, Carbide. You're not seeing the big picture, you're not even aware of it. You see $1 here, $1 there. That's commoner talk. That's not who you want to be, is it? The oddly arrogant statement hit you in a strange way. It sounded ridiculous, perhaps even reminded you of your mother's family a little. Except unlike them, here Mio didn't even try to hide it behind the Catholic dogma. She clearly embraced her felt superiority. No, it's not. So what do you really want? What does Carbide really wish to be? Something about her eyes made you want to spill everything. The greed, the lust, the abandonment, everything. This is giving me such... This is supposed to be a sexy evening out, but this is just giving me noir feelings. Just take it all black and white, and it will be just as amazing. Add a fedora. Or a trilby. I want to be a king. Those might have been the most stupid words to have ever left your mouth. Yet you meant each and every one of them. And despite it all, that seemed to be what elevated you from her idle curiosity to her full attention. And this little island would be your kingdom? If not here, then somewhere else. I don't care how or when. I'll do it. Oh? Yeah, I'll do anything. A poor choice of words in retrospect, but that's all she needed. Like a mirror reflecting your life of mistakes, you heard it come back. Anything? Is she a predator on the prowl, or is she actually magic? Anything. Interesting. Have you spent much time at the resort yet? Sure. A few nights now. I'd like to see something. What? You haven't toured your own resort yet? At least you admit it's mine. Aye. What exactly do you need me to show you? You're staying in the master suite, aren't you? I'd like to see it. Gonna kick me out and take it for yourself? Perhaps. Perhaps I'll get you a dog bed. But tell me, that pig, your father, he didn't... in that room? What? Keel over? No, that was in his other villa. I see. Yoko says she already replaced the bed before my arrival. Oh, very good. Very good. It's gonna happen any minute now. Well, this is it. The master suite. 2 floors. Crazy, ain't it? I guess it's pretty and petite. Unlike you. I mean, you're sexy and not petite in any way. No, not particularly. A room is only as good as the company it holds, however. Uh-huh. And what kind of company might you be? Ooh. The demanding kind. Yeah, we all know what's going on here. I'll see you right soon. And we're back. So, we learned a few things here. We are going to get the hotel back. She's going to be the woman behind the man, that is. And I'm going to tell my that we have gotten the hotel back. And we will be able to run it however we please. Because in the end, we belong to Mio. And she will have us whenever she wants, wherever she wants. That's the deal. So yeah, let's continue. What do you think of her, years later? Did you hate her for what she made you become? Were you thankful for your big break? Or perhaps did your relationship with this enigma of a woman change into something else? That will be for you to decide. Good morning, Gloria. What a fine day for victory, huh? Good morning, Carbide. So it is, so it is. I heard about your exploit last night. I'll admit I had my doubts, but you really pulled it off. We're back in business thanks to you. Wait, you heard about it? How? Yoko told me, and then as soon as someone walked in and reintroduced herself. I suppose we'll be seeing more of her, won't we? Her? Who else? Oh yeah, her! Why didn't you say so, Gloria? She's a very important lady, you know. Yeah, we came to an agreement after Carbide was very convincing. He really is a charismatic young man. You're lucky to have him, Gloria. I'm sure you two will go far together. Had it been anyone else, I would have turned them down without a thought. But I begged and pleaded for the sake of the he loves so much. How could I turn down an adorable face like that? Because of his passion for this place, I decided to become an executive consultant for you two. That cost anyone else hundreds of thousands of dollars. I hope you appreciate what Carbide has done for you. What? Carbide, you did all that for me? Oh, of course! You know I'd do anything for you, Gloria. No, Carbide. Sabes que eres mi tesoro. Nailed it. Well, with those pleasantries out of the way, let's get down to business. Sure. When do we open? Oh, we don't. Wait, what? I said you'd be doing my job, and I told you my job is to be the manager. You're going to be a real owner starting today. You got bigger problems. Bigger problems? Like what? I didn't come here just for the hotel, Carbide. I came here for the island. All of it. So I'm going to let you do that for me, with a little angel investment, of course. Like we discussed, if you can do that, then, well... That's a little more than I bargained for. Still, she said she would make me a king. And taking over the island, yeah, sure beats just owning a hotel, right? Alright, so what am I going to do? You're going to learn about capitalism at its finest. The hurricane last week wasn't particularly strong, but the truth is that Tropicali has been in recession for years now. The storm gave plenty of business owners the excuse they needed to pack up and leave. Now all those properties are for sale. That's our opportunity, Carbide. That's the big picture I told you about. And at a cheap price too, I bet. Alright, I get it. So how do I start? Right now you're critically understaffed. Like I said, you're not an employee, you're an owner. There are plenty of cheap businesses for sale right in the harbor, but you have no one to staff them nor the expertise to run them. So while you're choosing our first point of entry into the Tropicali economy, I want you to be on the lookout for candidates. When you find one, get to know them and see if they're a good fit. Remember, we need expertise, but you need people who will get along with you too. You hardly have the cash reserves to afford to be hated by your own employees after all. I won't interfere, and it'll all be up to you. I'll just sign them paychecks if and when the time comes. Based on the local economy, I strongly recommend finding at least one person for each main industry on Tropicali, namely food and catering, tourism and commercial shopping. Sure, sounds doable. I left the details with Yoko. She can brief you on the specifics on how and when. And as far as the resort goes, it's in no condition to be reopened no matter how well Yoko has kept it clean since the rest of the staff were dismissed. There are major renovations that need to happen to make this place profitable, and I won't recommend a reopening until they're complete. I could easily spend my own capital on that, but why bother when we can make money from this island and use that instead? Besides, where would the fun in that be? So that's your goal, Carbide. Buy properties, hire talents to run them, and use the profits to reopen our resort. Do that, and I'll consider that part of our agreement fulfilled. And the other part? Ongoing. Gotcha. Well, have fun you two. I'm sure you have nothing but success ahead. I'll be enjoying your pool all to myself. See ya. Good job, Carthythe. Carthythe? Carthythe, I don't hate it. Carbide, I think she really likes you. yeah, me too. Okay, so she's not working for us. We're working for her. Good morning, Master. Per Miss Mio's instructions, I am to inform you about the day-to-day operations overall plan for Tropicali. As you can see behind me, this is a map of our local area and the businesses we think would fit our portfolio well. You're familiar with our harbor town, and to the east is our resort where we are now. to the east. Right? Yeah. So we can't even see it now, I guess. This looks wrong. Did you make this, Yoko? I did. And yes, it is. Proceeding. When the time comes, you'll use this map to select what properties to purchase as well as to manage our existing businesses. As well as these, there are several amenities here on the resort property that could be renovated to create income while we continue work on the resort proper. They likely won't turn a large profit, but they will be much cheaper to get operational than purchasing an entire new business. However, we do not have any staff capable of managing any of these locations yet. It is critical you go out and interview potential candidates as soon as possible. To do this, simply click the next button on the top right. From here, I'll deliver you a daily list of tasks, meeting or events that you can take care of. Just pick one and proceed. Oh, so you mean I don't have to knock on a million doors, walk around the house, or aimlessly wander the island trying to find content? That is correct. Your time is too valuable for that. Awesome. Alright, let's do this. We have a few minutes left. Spend the day with someone. What is this though? Nothing there yet. We had total money 2,000. Oh lord, we are getting into an event right away. Mommy issues find a restaurant expert. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We need some food first of all. Crazy hot. Hot, yet crazy. Find a retail expert. Genki Town. What the hell does that mean? Find a tourism expert. Actually, I do think 1, 2, 3. Lowest is highest priority. Lowest number is best. Don't like the implication of mommy issues though. There we go. Right. Some water. She is married. Are we gonna be a bastard that takes her away from her husband, or is she actually divorced and looking for someone new, or maybe not even looking for someone new because she's still healing? Some vacation this turned out to be. What a waste. Who are these girls? Pretty too. Oh, she's gonna leave. Oh, shut up, you dumb slut. What? I'm just saying. Fuera de mi negocio. Negocio. Bien lo haré. Si tu comida apesta. Vete a la mierda, pendejo. Solo mira, volveré a este lugar cuando sea rico solo para poder despedirte. Holy shit. I am actually absolutely butchering this. Oh, excuse me? I had a pretty bad time at the restaurant too, totally overpriced. Typically tourist trap affair. Well, there's a much nicer place for lunch just down the road if you're still hungry. Heck yeah. Jesus, she's beautiful. Yeah, it's just right down there. Oh god, you don't speak English. Stop harassing the locals, Jessica. You're being a crazy white woman. Oh, no. I'm fluent. Forgive me. You just caught me off guard, that's all. Oh, thank goodness. I was about to die of embarrassment. But I'm serious, there's this ramen place right on the beach just around the corner over there. I haven't had any ramen that good since I visited Tokyo 5th. A while ago. Let's see. Right on the sun, huh? Damn, that does sound amazing. Way better than this asshole slop. Oh, much better. I promise you'll love it. It's a good plan. Tell you what then. How about you come with me then, my treat? Gotta thank you somehow, right? The name's Carbide, by the way. Oh, I mean... That does sound wonderful, but I'm supposed to leave soon and... Oh well. Oh, forget it. Sure, I'd love to. Nice to meet you, Carbide. I'm Jessica. Boom. Done deal. And what is this for a poster for? Some sake, ramen. So the secret to these ramen shops that serve a lot of foreigners is that despite their wide menu, they all specialize in one kind of soup base. Some do miso bases, others do salt bases, but this shop does tonkotsu, pork stock. It has this wonderfully salty and fatty umami flavor that goes so well with the minced garlic. This place does it better than most too, which is great. You really know your stuff, don't you? You're some kind of ramen expert or something? Ramen experts? Don't think they let Americans become those, I'm afraid. No, I have an interest in food from anywhere. What people eat is so central to who they are, what their culture is like. You can tell so much about a people by their food. Except for the Swedish cuisine, we do not have any good stuff. Not really. Ooh, I get it. You must be some big food... You must be some big shot food writer. Some real Anthony Bourdain stuff, right? What? Me? No! I love his show. Don't get me wrong, but I'm nowhere near that interesting. I just used to be a chef. That's all. Well, executive chef. I ran the place. You're a chef? That's amazing! No wonder you know so much about food. So what? You must own a pretty great restaurant with how smart you are. Oh, no. I haven't really cooked professionally in a long time. Alright, well, what about some other places around here? You've been here longer than I have. What other good stuff does Tropicali have? Now that I can help you with. Ah, we're going to different shops. Seems. Okay, it's not a restaurant, but hear me out. A huge amount of cooking quality is decided before you even take your ingredients out of the shopping bag. The groceries down by the harbor are super overpriced, clearly trying to fleece any tourists of for everything they have. This place, on the other hand, is the store most locals go to, apparently. There's so much variety here, they must fly in fruit from all over the Pacific. That milk is definitely from New Zealand. So if you're looking to start or running your own restaurant, these are the kind of people you'll have to get to know. Otherwise, you'll never be able to turn a profit if you buy through normal channels. Yeah, I can smell it. That's really different, super fragrant. I'm used to tropical produce, but this is still way different than what we have in Mexico. Mexico. Oh, sorry. Meant to mention that's where I'm from. It might be a little different than the food you're used to. Actually, I'm from Southern California. There's a huge Hispanic population there. I'm no expert by any means, but Central American food isn't scary or anything. I like spicy stuff. I promise. Good. That means we can still be friends. Yeah. Actually, speaking of which, are you here all by yourself, Carbide? No, I'm here with my older Gloria. She's back at the hotel though. How about you? Here with your family? Me? No, it's just me. I have two beautiful children, probably not much younger than you think. They're off to college now though, so I decided why not take a vacation. So I did. And here I am. Seriously? I never have guessed. A hot mama who's a world-class chef too? God, they're lucky. Hot? Me? Oh, stop it, you flatterer. I'm just some old lady. Besides, they got sick of my cooking before they even ever hit high school. How? No. Tell you what, you can cook for me. I'll buy everything you need. My mom sucked at it. I'll take real home cooking over restaurants any day. Oh, I'm sure she wasn't that bad. She was. But well, if you want. Alright. Yeah, this is going fast. These characters are actually really fun to voice, even if I'm doing a terrible job at it. I honestly don't know. I think so. A few hours and a wonderful meal later. Hey, are you alright? Oh, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Hey, no rush. Sit. Oh gosh, I really am turning into an old lady. Guess I can't walk around all day like I used to. Not in this heat. Just give me a moment. You need more than a moment, guapa. And let's get you somewhere with AC. Oh, stop, I'll be alright. I only need a minute. I'll be fine. Ah, shit. Aye, Jessica. Stay with me. Don't go dying on me now. Yeah, she's flushing. Flushing? Getting flushed and blushing at the same time. Shit, Jessica. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you or anything. Carbide, I think I should go. I'm just making more of a fool of myself. What the hell am I doing? Is it your husband? I wasn't going to. No, not really. To tell you the truth, Carbide, this whole vacation has been a complete disaster. Ever since my kid left home, it's like life been playing and fast forward. 2 years passed like it was 2 weeks. I barely talk to anyone outside of church anymore. I saw tickets for this place were on sale, so I figured why not? Maybe this is the change of scenery I needed. And it's beautiful, it really is. But I've just been miserable this whole time. I feel even more alienated than when I was all alone in my house. I felt so isolated for 2 weeks, right up until today. I thought I was going to leave this morning in complete failure, right up until I bothered you at the harbor. You were the first person who wanted to talk to me without wanting money this whole trip, and now I'm ranting like a crazy woman to you even though we've just met. Look at me. I'm complaining to a young man my son's age. I'm sorry, Carbide. I'm just a mess. So stay then. You don't have to be all alone here. I'll show you around. Give you a real vacation. That really does sound nice, but I can't possibly afford that. 2 weeks at the resort was already pushing my budget pretty far. What if you worked here? Did your executive chef gig again? You're clearly talented at it. Huh? Me? But where? Who would have hired some random American? Me. I kinda own this place. You own this entire resort? I sure do. All of it? The whole thing. Gosh, no wonder nobody cared about us walking right in. But what could I do for you? I haven't cooked professionally in years. After what you made tonight, I don't think that's held you back. But more than that, I don't need a cook. I need someone who really knows her stuff. We got restaurants to run, and I don't know the first thing about any of it. You clearly do. You'd be a huge help to us. I would... I mean, that sounds wonderful, but what about my home? What if something happened to my kids at school? What if they need their mommy? Come on, they're living on campus, right? I'm sure they're doing fine. Let them have fun. And let yourself have some fun too. You get to stay at the best resort on the island for free and get to be boss of the kitchen again. You'll have a great time. Yeah, she's considering it and she decided on it. Yeah, oh, what the heck, let's do it! I'll try my best, Carbide. You won't regret it. You didn't know it, but you had given that poor woman hope for the first time in years. Whether it would be shattered like the rest of her life was still up to you. That's the risk we have to take sometimes. You can now hire Jessica. Day 2. I see you found a new employee. But that is where we end up for today's episode. It took a little longer than I expected. But yeah, I wanted to finish that scene. And it was a good choice to do so. Because we got ourselves our... Well, we haven't hired her yet, but we're about to hire her. Yeah. So if you want to continue to follow me on this extravagant business journey, come back in the next episode. And remember, just because you're not the main character doesn't mean you're not important. Goodbye, everyone.